or welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a beautifully sunny and blessed day. I'm back with another episode of Coral Island. Today we're going to be working through days 11 to 15. I'm really excited to get right back into this Let's Play. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this so far. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so this is technically continuing off of day 10 because we technically left off on day 10 in the last episode, but that's alright. I'm gonna have Sunny go ahead and water her vegetables so that they are, well, watered. And today should be the spring festival, or I think it's referred to as the Cherry Blossom Festival. But once she gets done with this, I am going to take a look-see at her quest to see where we are as far as the progress goes. I don't think the festival is opened until like 9 a.m. So we do still have some time. By the way, as per usual, I do have a dog that resides in the room I record, and therefore you may hear him snore, and if so, I apologize. He is an old doggy. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our quest, see what we got going on here. It looks like what I have pinned, at least so far, is the Into the Ocean, which says I need to activate 5 of the solar orb pedestal things and heal 5 coral sites. So we are well on our way to completing that. I think that is something that I want to do. Maybe if we have time after the spring festival, I don't know. I think it ends at like 5, so we shall see. And then we have to complete the temple offering. It says you have been asked by a mysterious being to complete a temple offering. Something about a blessing for you and how it will restore their power. So yeah, we do need to complete that as well. I think I had already started to make some progress with the temple offering from the last episode, so that's good. Let's check on the map too where the festival is located because I really don't remember. I think it's here. Yeah, Cherry Blossom, and it is closed for right now. That's all right. Let's go ahead and try to make our way there. I don't really have anything going on in like my inventory that I need to deal with, like drop anything off right now. So I think what I'll do is just do some foraging work until the festival starts. I kind of do want to get some of the coffers that I have in my inventory processed at the blacksmith, but I know they don't open until 9 a.m. and they very well may not even be open because it is a festival day. So there is that. But look at how lovely the little city center area is decorated for spring. I think it looks grand. Well, I didn't get much in the way of foraging. I did find a starfish in the trash as well as some trash, so there's that. Let's go ahead and begin the Cherry Blossom Festival because it is already 9 a.m. so we might as well start. The sack races is so cute. Did you guys ever do that at field day in school? I know we did. Oh, I love the little logo too for this festival. It's so cute. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on. Let's inspect this table. This must be the kids' table. Okay. All right. Let me see really quick. I wonder, can we go over to the temple since we're right here? Just because I do want to check really quick on where we're at with the leave the festival. Oh, I didn't know it did that. No, we'll wait. Let's go back. up here. Check out what there is to do. Looks like there's a bunch of people here too. Might as well chat with some folks. It's always a pleasure to spend my spring here. Well, part of my spring anyway. Alright, Judge. I said this in the last episode. I don't really like her. I should have brought little Steven. He would have enjoyed this. Your lobster? I don't know, girl. I don't know if you should take Steven to a festival. What the heck? Alright. Let's chat with, I think this is Noah. Oh hey, I have to say, you're not what I expected. Is that a good thing or like what? Oh no, he just met me. Okay. I love the food here. Everything is delicious. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and donate something into the pot. Place an item in the hot pot. We could place a pine cone or one of the candied tree seed. I think we should probably do one of these items because honestly, I don't know. I don't think a pine cone would be good. Awesome. Candy tree seed donated to the hot pot. Excellent. I think we should go ahead and start like the main event. It says, are you sure you want to start the main event? There's still time to try fun games. I think it's the sack racing. And I'm not really feeling it, actually. I'm not feeling it, so yeah. We're just gonna do it this way, I think. Okay, so let's see what Mayor Connor has to say. He said, folks, it's finally time for our main event. Yay. The soup is now ready. Big thanks for all of your contributions. I hope it's good, man, because I put candy in there. Miss Ross, would you do us the honor of tasting it? Of course. Thank you, Mayor Connor. Alright, girl. This soup will reflect the unity of the town. Excellent. It's time to taste what all of you together have made today. It's okay. Alright. I taste nothing special with this soup. Girl. Well, as long as it's edible, everyone consider it a success. Well, that's great. I hate the fact she didn't really like it. Like, yeah, everyone's like, alright, girl. Okay. I was gonna say who made you judge, but like literally Mayor Connor did, and literally that is her title, so there's that. Oh my gosh, we spent all day at the festival. There's no way I'll have time to do any diving. Ugh. Alright. Well, I guess for now what we should do is go ahead and hit the hay and start day 11. Like actually start day 11. Because I got a lot we need to do. We gotta start clearing up those coral sites. And I didn't even get anything, I guess, really worth putting in the shipping bin. So I guess I could probably go ahead and put the starfish up for sale, as well as the pine cone. Or actually, I'll keep the pine cone because I can use that to create the seeds. So we're selling trash and a starfish. So yeah, there's that. Let me look in my crafting container. Don't have much in there at all. I actually kind of need to do a little inventory of what we've got going on in these bins. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I've got a couple of gems going on in here. What about insects? Yeah, I got a lot of insects to take to the museum as well. And crops. Don't know why that's in crops. Let's put that in the insects container. There we go. Excellent. Alright, now let's hit the hay, girlfriend. Do you want to go to sleep? Go to bed. Day has officially ended. Looks like we got a heart with Kenny. I love Kenny. He's very sweet. Alright, I know we're not going to get a lot of coins. Looks like we made 32 coins. Yay! That's great. Alright, officially day 11 of spring. It's a Thursday. Excellent. Looks like we got some mail today, which is great. I'm going to check this first and then I will water our crops and yeah, we'll get our day started. It says, "Greetings, Sunny. We started a new initiative called Merit Points, a reward system for community involvement. I'd love to explain more in person. Join me at the community center soon. Looking forward to it. Best, Millie." All right, girl. So we do have like a social credit score going on in the game. So yeah, basically we gotta mind our P's and Q's, help out the folks as oh no don't hurt your flowers. I thought I selected the watering can. But we gotta help out our neighbors as much as we possibly can in order to get merit points. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but for those of you who may not play this game, I'm just letting y'all know. Off rip, I'm just letting you know. So yeah, we'll go over and check out more information about the merit point system with Millie too. Before we do diving, I just really want to get back into the diving. I love going into the ocean. I think it's so pretty, and I also like getting stuff. Stuff from the ocean's always fun. I'm gonna fill up my watering can, so I'm not gonna have to remember to do it next time. But let's go ahead and head into town. See how Millie is doing. Another thing that I didn't get a chance to do day 10, which was technically yesterday in game, was go to the temple and see what our progress is on the offering. So I'll need to do that as well while I'm in this general vicinity. So let's go ahead and go into the town center. Here's Millie. She says, "Hello there, Sunny. I'm glad you could make it." We've recently implemented a system in town to make life here even more rewarding. Let me explain. These are called merit points. Okay. You can earn them by completing errands posted on the town board right here in town. But that's not all. Attending festivals, winning the mini games or main events at them, and even the town's rank increase can also grant you merit points. Okay. For example, you, my blossoming butterfly, have already earned, let's see. I don't think I've earned a lot. Sunny. Ah, there you are. You've earned 40 merit points for attending the Cherry Blossom Festival. Yeah, it's because I skipped on the little mini game of the sack race. So, yeah, there's that. But look, she's excited. We introduced this system to encourage everyone to get more involved with the community. I mean, there's not much else for them to do in town. So, like... I feel like they should be involved in their community. Just saying, they're on an island. Over there at the merit exchange counter, you can exchange the points you've earned for various items. Trust me, it's worth the effort. All right, Millie. So there you have it, Sunny. I'm looking forward to seeing you earn those merit points. Okay, girl. Thank you. Alright, good to know. We can get out of here now. I'm going to head over to the temple and see what we're at on our altar offering. It looks like for the temple offering, I just need to collect some seeds. I already have 2 maple seeds in my inventory, so I'll just keep these. And if I come across some more, I know I'll have that completed because I think you only have to have one of these 3 seed options if I have 4 out of the 5 items needed for the essential resource offering at the temple. So that's good to know. Oh, and you know what? Let me also take a look at the spring offering because we are in spring. Looks like I'll have to pick up some wasabi, morel mushroom, turnips, which I do have some turnips in my inventory back at the cottage, carrots, and daisies. Okay. That's good to know. I don't think I'm growing any carrots, so perhaps that is a crop that I should pick up from Sam's because I think at this time I only have daisies, turnips, and I think there's one more flower that I'm growing currently. But yeah, I don't think I have carrots, unfortunately. Let's take a look at what's at this under this clover really quick. Look, a morel mushroom. Excellent. I can save that too. I did forage a little bit en route to the temple. I got a canola flower, so that's good. Right now, I am just going to head back over towards the blacksmith shop so that I can process my coffer and then hit the road to the diving docks to get started on healing some of the coral reefs. So there's that. Let me do a quick rummage. Nothing but trash. I do think that as you progress, the trash cans, the loot therein gets a little bit more valuable than just trash, but even still, the trash can be changed into something else like compost and scrap. All right, so let's process our coffer. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we got a clay vessel, which is an artifact for the museum, as well as a gold earring. Again, another artifact for the museum. Good to know. Also, I do kind of want to take a look to see if perhaps that was something we've donated before, because I don't think that it is. No, we've not donated either of these types of items before to the museum. All right, so let's head on over to the docks. All right, we are back in the Great Big Sea. We already have like 2 out of the 5 sites cleared. So, as well as the solar pillars activated, so that's good. Hopefully, we might be able to do 2 more today. It does take some time to get these cleared because you have to remember we essentially have to destroy these clumps of trash and garbage in order to find one of the solar orbs, which then will activate the pillars, these pillars here, which will then clear any of the muck and oil that is in the surrounding area. Also, now that I'm looking at it, is this portion cleared from the oil spill? I think that it is because I don't see any of the black gunk around here, but maybe I'm just overlooking it. I do see a great amount of trash though. So there's that. Let me try over here too. Yeah, it looks like I already activated this pillar. Let me harvest this really quick. Oh, yeah, let's grab some of the bronze kelp too, because it will help with crafting items. Excellent. I'll go ahead and harvest the flame scallop. We'll just come back over here and start clearing some of this trash, because there is a, there's a solar pillar right here that hasn't been activated, so obviously the orb is somewhere nearby. Finally, after much traversing and also clearing of the trash, I finally found one of the orbs. So let's go ahead and activate this baby so that it can clear up. And there is some actual like oil and stuff. I just didn't swim all the way down here, so there is some oil down over there that needs to be cleared. But we got a good chunk of this trash cleared out the way on this reef here, so that's good. Where are you going, sis? All right, there we go. Nice. So it will clear that barrier, those roots that are over there. I still feel like we have some time, honestly, to to do some more clearing. My energy is pretty okay. I think a good time to kind of cease is when I get to about like the 50-ish point. I don't know. Maybe that's me trying to be a little too optimistic, but we'll go ahead and start clearing some of the trash here. Back to our cottage, and it's currently Friday the 12th, so it's day 12 of spring. I didn't sell anything last night from doing the diving just because it takes a minute to get back from the diving to the cottage, and so I figured I would wait until the next day to do any selling. But let's take a look at our mail. It says, "Greetings, Sunny. I'd like to run an idea by you about local produce. Meet me at the general store when you have time. Thank you, Sam." All right. And it does look like our crops have officially grown. They are ready for harvest, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and collect these. If I remember correctly, there is a need for one of the altars to have daisies, so I'll be sure to save that in my inventory. But I am going to, it looks like my inventory is already filled. I am going to put some back too, just so that I have a spare, just in case someone else may need them. This is my insects container crops. Those are gems. I think I put these like way too close together. There we go. Because I keep like, I don't know, pressing one of them. I don't know. Let's keep just a few. We'll keep 9 of them, and then I think that was it. Actually, wait, no, I need to free up some more space, so let me exit out of this really quick. And I do have enough seeds as well for the altar. Let me see what else I could save or sell. The bronze kelp I should keep, as well as the trash and the scrap. So let me go ahead and put this in the shipping container. We'll put the daffodil in the shipping container, the Pacific oyster, the flame scallop will be going in there, and then we'll also put these turnips. It looks like we have a silver tiered turnip and a bronze tiered turnip, so that's good. The quality is that, so that's really good. So let's go ahead and check out crafting. I'll go ahead and put the bronze kelp in there, as well as the trash, scrap, and wood and stone. And I think we should be good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish collecting the rest of my crops, and then we'll head back over to the temple. Alright, so it does appear we've gotten some of our items needed for the altar. So I'm going to go ahead and donate the maple seeds that I have. It looks like we were able to unlock the recycling machine, which is awesome. And then if we go back to the spring offering, I can go ahead and offer the daisy as well as the turnip. So yeah, that's good. I feel like there were some morel mushrooms around. It looks like we got a cutscene. says, "You did it. Drink this to receive my blessing. Now you can use my shrines and travel freely between them," which is fantastic because that unlocks basically fast travel. So hopefully that will eliminate me doing a lot of walking in game because it takes forever to get from point A to point B in this game. Or at least to me it does. Alright, I guess she didn't like that. Awesome. Okay, so we can go ahead and collect this right here. We'll take our reward. That is huge. And let's go ahead and see what's on the catch altar too, because it looks like it's available to interact with. I haven't done too many like catches, or I do have some insects collected, but I plan on saving those for the like museum. So I think I'm gonna wait and try to continue on with like the resource or the crop one before I move on to any other offerings at the temple. So yeah, let's go ahead and head back. I think Sam's grocery should be open, so we'll check out what's going on over there, since he did send us a letter earlier to come visit. So we made it over to Sam's. Let's go ahead and see what is going on over here. We have another cutscene. From Sam, it says, "Sunny, you've become quite the regular. Working hard at the farm, Getting used to it, kind of. How did you know?" I'm gonna say kind of. How do you know? Because to me, we've not done too much farming. I feel like we've done more exploration and foraging. It says, "Everything you ship through the shipping bin goes to me." Well, I suppose not everything you ship. Some of them go here to the store. I'm talking crops and such. Your shipment is always a huge hit with the town folk. I think we all miss the taste of local produce. Here, let me show you something. This is our import section. Everything on this side is imported. I have to say, it's very expensive to get them here. I would imagine so, since they are on an island. The shipping costs, taxes, that sort of thing, oh gosh, they add up surprisingly fast. Yeah, that is true. I've done my best to keep prices low. My margins are razor thin, but it's just not enough. And lower, and we'll go under. Yeah, we don't want that to happen, my man. Definitely not. You're the only grocery store in town, so. And this here is our local section. It's so empty and really sad to look at. As soon as I receive your crops, I put them all here, and they're selling like hotcakes, flying off the shelves, as it were. Well, I've really only had turnips and flowers. It's always like this. Back in the day when my folks were in charge, the whole store used to be stacked top to bottom with local produce. Okay. It was something to be proud of, but now I have no choice but to sell imported produce only. Not if we can help it. I'd love to reopen the local produce section, but need your help to do it. The task is simple. You'll need to ship a lot of bronze quality vegetables and fruits, which it's going to be a little hard. I've jotted the exact amount on this note. Okay. And of course, I will pay extra for this effort. I think extra coins on top of your usual crop commission when the whole order is filled. Alright, my man. That sounds fine to me, but it is kind of difficult to get higher quality produce. I mean, I know I literally just harvested like a silver and bronze quality turnip, but I've never had that happen. So it looks like for this quest for Sam, it says local produce helps Sam revive the local produce section of the general store by shipping bronze quality vegetables and fruits. So we'll need to ship 50 bronze vegetables and 25 bronze quality fruit. And then we'll get 1,000 coral coins in return for the reward. I am not going to pin this because this feels like a very... it feels like something I could do passively, but it also, I don't know, it's going to put a lot of pressure on me to try to make sure that the quality is good. So I'm going to still keep the Into the Ocean quest open. And yeah, I think what I'll do is go ahead and purchase some seeds from Sam because I've already harvested like the rest of my crops and such. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy some carrot seeds because I know I'll need that for the offering. But once I get done with this, we're gonna head back to the diving pier so that we can get started on some more diving exploration. Hopefully we'll have a more successful time than we did before because I didn't really get too much. I got mostly trash, honestly, which is fine. I mean, that's okay. I can always turn the trash into compost or scrap, especially now that we've got the recycler machine. But I'm hoping that this will be a lot more of a successful excavation under the sea. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work clearing this. Maybe we can get up to 4 of the sites cleared for today. It's only 2 p.m. so I feel like you kind of have to cut off at about, I think I tried to push it last time, but I think you should probably cut off at around 6 6 or so, maybe 7. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have her go ahead and eat this because her energy is getting low. That's why I saved these turnips. I'm gonna go ahead and have her eat this one too. And then we shall get to working on clearing this and getting this pillar opened. Able to clear another coral reef site, which is fantastic. I think though I should probably head back to my cottage because unfortunately my my stamina is getting dangerously low. It's already below 60. Let me see if I can catch this starfish. Excellent. We got a common starfish too. I don't know if I've donated that or not. Let's see in my journal if I've donated this item really quick. Yes, I have. Okay. And I was able to get an ornate coffer down here too. So I would say that this was a really good excavation dig, honestly, under the sea. So I'm going to go ahead and head back up to shore and we will put some of this stuff in our shipping container. Alright, so I've put some things into one of my crafting bins that I plan on just saving. And I actually did have some morel mushrooms saved in one of my crafting bins, so I'll be able to put that into the temple offering. I'm going to go ahead and put the common starfish up for sale, as well as the jackknife clam. The sea salts can go up for sale as well as the, I think this is pronounced arame. I don't know what it is actually. What is that? Let's check out what that is exactly, because I don't know what it is. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. It says a species of brown algae often used in Tokyo cuisine. Okay, well that's cool. But I do think I'm gonna sell it. I think I'm gonna ship it off. So yeah, I'll also get this coffer processed the next day. I did go ahead and plant some of the seeds that I got over at Sam's, as well as fertilized them. I purchased some fertilizer. Also, I do have some trash being processed in the recycler machine that we got as a reward at the temple, so we should have some scrap to pick up in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and have Sunny turn in. It is a little early, but there's really not much for me to do because my energy is so low, and I don't think I have enough seeds to craft any candy seeds to help with that. So we'll go ahead and go to bed. Our day has ended. Wow, okay. Amazing. We do have a new record of 578 coral coins earned, which is fantastic. The majority of our profit did come from farming, so that's awesome. And I'm glad that it gives me a breakdown again of what the crops are so I can remember moving forward. But yeah, it looks like the majority of our profit did come from farming this time, which I'm completely fine with. That's fine. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next day. It is Saturday, spring the 13th. Awesome. Looks like we also got mail already, but I do want to go ahead and water my plants lest I forget, because sometimes I do forget to water them, and then it'll be the end of the day, and yeah, then it's time for Sunny to hit the hay. I think what we'll do is once it gets, hopefully, I don't remember if the blacksmith shop is opened on Saturday. I know it's closed on Sunday, or at least I'm certain that it is, but I do think it closes up early on Saturday, so we should head over there as well. I don't necessarily want to make a wasted trip just to go to the blacksmiths, so I think we will head over to the temple as well to add to the offering the morel mushroom. And then let's also go ahead and read our mail really quick. Sprout, it looks like you're ready for this. This is a basic sprinkler. Oh, that's awesome. Place it in your field and it'll water some of your crops for you. Not me already watering the plants, and I literally just got a sprinkler. All right. The best part, you can craft as many of these as you need as long as you have the necessary materials. So that's nice. I think what I'll do is I'm going to put this into our crafting bin for right now. The reason being is, one, I've already just watered the plants, and two, I can't really set it there. Similar to how the scarecrows work, you kind of have to set them around your crops because it covers different spaces. So I'll have to wait until I think these grow. Otherwise, I don't really know any other way of removing the seeds and stuff without damaging them. Does that make sense? Anyway, I think I could do some work on clearing up some of the debris that's on the property, because I hadn't done that in some time. And I think it will also kill time before heading into town. So let's go ahead and do some work on this. I think I'll have Sunny do this until about 9 and then make our way into town. Alright, so we're heading over to the temple now to go ahead and donate this mushroom. And then we'll see if the blacksmith shop is opened. I completely forgot that I could probably go ahead and donate some of the like insects and things that I've collected into the museum, just so that the day is somewhat productive in terms of getting some stuff done, you know, progress wise. So let me go ahead and donate that. The only thing left to do is to gather some wasabi and carrots for this. I am growing carrots, so I'm gonna wait for that because I don't think carrots is something that you can find out in foraging, but I know that wasabi is, so I should be able to come across some wasabi somewhere in the wild. I think I had gotten some at one point and maybe I sold it. I don't know. Like I said, I have a save that I'm playing in tandem with this one that's like a personal one, and already I'm in the season of summer. No, I'm in fall now in that save, and so sometimes I can get that save in this one a little confused of what I've done progress wise, so please forgive me on that. But let's go ahead and rummage through this. Looks like we got a fly. Oh my gosh. All right. Yay. Okay, great. This is opened. Let's go ahead and get our coffer processed. Process coffer. Let's see what we get. Looks like we got a gold earring, which I'm fairly certain I've already donated. So that's all right. So we're already at the museum. I'm going to go ahead and start donating some of the insects from the storage bins that I had. So yeah, we're going to donate the silk moth, harpalus beetle, wasp, snail, firefly, and the tiger swallowtail. Awesome. And it looks like we've already been able to get 2 rewards from this. So we got candy tree seed and potato seeds. That's awesome. Because that means I've got additional like crops to plant for free. So I'll try to get that done as well in this video. Looks like we have a cutscene. Scott, maybe if we do this. Sunny, come take a look at this. You see this? This is a blueprint for a bigger museum. The museum we have now is, I wouldn't say it's small, but I guess it is small. It works, but can you imagine something bigger? Something more extravagant? Imagine this, Sunny. We have one section dedicated to the aquatic creatures of the island. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Then there's another section where we can look at all the fossils we've dug up. I've not dug up any fossils yet, so, and my other save either, so. Oh, we can have a bigger and better section for the ancient artifacts. Doesn't that sound exciting? Sounds really cool. This sounds really expensive. I'm gonna say that sounds really cool because Scott's been having it rough, what with the pufferfish folks moving in, isn't it? But there's one big problem though. What's that? The town just doesn't have the budget to build this museum. Oh, well, maybe I should have said that sounds expensive, bro. At least not yet. So what if we raise the money to build it? By that, I mean I'm gonna start a Kickstarter campaign. Okay. Sonny's like, what? Do you know what a Kickstarter is? No. I know what it is. I just don't know if you should run one. I don't know. Can you explain? I'm going to say, I don't know. Can you explain? Even though me as the player understands what this is. So, Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform. We put our project online, then people can help fund it. In return, we'll give them something from the project as a token of appreciation. Great idea, right? Anyway, I'm also ready to launch this campaign, but there are a few things I need help with. And it's going to be collecting objects, I'm sure. Based on my research, the most successful campaigns are those that already have something significant to show. Something to reassure the backers that they're backing a legit project. Understandable. If I show the empty museum in the campaign, people are going to think this project is a scam or something. Probably. Don't worry, Scott. I already got stuff, ready to put in here. Now, my dear hardworking Sunny, this is where you come in, naturally. We're really happy with what you've brought to the museum so far. They're all amazing, but it's not enough. I asked Macy to take pictures of our museum yesterday, and it just looked empty. No one is going to help us if all we show them is an empty museum. True. But if you were to donate more items, do you see where I'm going with this? Yes, Scott, you don't have to convince us. We're going to find stuff for the museum, don't worry. That's right, the museum won't look so empty, and we can convince more people to help us fund our project. Now, while you help us gather more artifacts, I'm going to prepare other materials to upload to the campaign page. I'll scan this blueprint, then I'll ask Millie to write something awesome for the campaign. Oh, maybe I should get Lily to make us a website. Look at that. It's all coming together. Now go forth, Sunny. Collect more items so we can launch our Kickstarter campaign. Alright. Okay. I don't know offhand how many things I've gotten saved back at the cottage, but okay, let's take a look at this quest really quick. Museum expansion. Okay, yeah, so donate 12. Okay, I've already donated 12 out of 50 items. I see. All right, so we'll also work on that passively. We won't make it necessarily a priority because I do have something saved specifically for the museum. So I think what I'll do today, while it's only 2 p.m., I still have 250 stamina points left, and I do have some candy seeds, a mushroom for energy, etc. I think we're gonna head back to do some diving so that we can clear that up in this episode. I really want to get that done in this episode. I probably should purchase a few items to help me with stamina. A cheap item to get for this is bread, honestly. So I'm gonna go to Sam's and purchase some bread. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, I'll meet you guys back at the pier. Yay, it looks like we were able to complete that quest. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's left to do. It says visit Ling at the lab. Since it is kind of late, I figured I will do that the next day. So let's go ahead and head back to our cottage, and we'll take a look at some of the loot that we were able to get from this excavation. We didn't get too much stuff. I did get an ornate coffer, which is great, but we got mostly fiber and trash. So I've since added that into the crafting bin, as well as glass. We got some glass too. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put some stuff up for sale. I did come back earlier and plant my potato seeds. I'm gonna put the seaweed up for sale, as well as the flame scallop. And yeah, so this is what I have in the bin: some wild seeds, the gold earring, because I already have one of these to donate, a fly, violets, seaweed, and the scallop. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it a day, but let me show you really quick the potatoes. This is the potatoes here, and this is what I was talking about with the sprinkler. You have to set the seeds around it so that it can water the parameter around, where the seeds are. So let's go ahead and head inside, get all nice and cozy, and go to sleep. Do you want to sleep? Yes. All right, our day has officially ended, which is awesome. Let's see. Okay. Oh, nice. So, we got a milestone, like a milestone has been reached, which is awesome. It says we can either get 200 coins or bronze, or I think I'm gonna get the coins because I can always go to the mining shaft and collect bronze ores. So I'll just get the coin. Awesome. All right, not too bad. We didn't do the best for the shipping, selling stuff off. It looks like most of our profit came from, yeah, that artifact, the earring. So that's all right. We'll go ahead and start the next day. We are on day 14. Maybe the lab is open. I don't know. We'll run by and see if it is, to chat with the Dr. Ling. If not, I wouldn't mind heading back over to the mining shaft and trying to get some more stuff. It looks like we do have some mail, so I'll go ahead and get that. Sunny, if you have any fresh spring vegetables, please send something my way. Oh, nice. That's from Suki. Okay. Let me see, did that save that quest? It didn't, huh? Oh, it's because I didn't press enter. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we could definitely do that. We have some, so I don't mind sharing with Suki. I don't know if she would be available this early in the morning to chat to, because it's only 6:30 a.m. Suki and her sister, I believe, run the bed and breakfast, or the inn rather, and yeah, I feel like they're one of those townies that I don't see too often. Let me fill up my watering can again really quick. Awesome. And y'all may have noticed that the potatoes are already pre-watered for me, so I don't have to do anything over there. Awesome. Okay, so that is taken care of. Let me see what we got. I have some turnips I can give to her. I don't think I want to give her 9 of them. Let's just do 3 and see where that gets us. Yeah. And then also, I do kind of want to get some stuff for the museum, since we'll go past there. So I'll grab the gems that I have found. Let me see what we got in our artifacts. Got the shadow puppet, clay vessel. Okay, cool. All right, we'll head back over towards town. Get over to the lab. I guess it is open on Sunday. And Dr. Ling says, "Ah, Sunny, welcome to the lab. I've been expecting you." Of course, I already know everything that happened while you were diving. You were able to activate the solar orb. I saw everything unfold from Kibble's point of view. Awesome. Spying on us. I'm glad the ocean finally found someone worthy. More importantly, I owe you an explanation. Yeah, you do, girl. Please follow me into my secret lair where I can explain things to you. Where to start? Well, many years ago, I planted super corals just like the one here all around Coral Island. They've been specifically bred to survive rising ocean temperatures and hostile environments. Nice. The room we're in also holds a ancient technology that can remove those stubborn oil-covered roots and heal sick coral. Girl, just tell us what it is. Don't be so mysterious. Sunny's like, what? What you saw in the ocean, how should I put it? At its most basic, we take a little bit of what makes a super coral healthy and share it with all the other sick corals so they can get better. Okay. By combining human science, a little bit of magic, and the ancient technology, the ocean can recover. I wonder, does she mean like actual magic or if she's just being like silly? Because I feel like obviously she was going to say merfolk, like mermaids. So wouldn't their technology technically be magic? Because they're like, you know, I don't know. They're magical creatures, are they not? It's a lot to take in, and I'm sure you still have questions, but that's all I can share for now. The rest you'll need to discover on your own. Alright, girl. As promised, the diamond suit is yours to keep. But, just one more thing before I let you go. What is it? I want you to know that although you've been deemed worthy, you are the only one out there that is worthy. That's so funny. She basically is telling us, like, you may think that you are, like, the only main character, but you really aren't the only main character, so don't let it go to your head. Alright. Hopefully that didn't come across the wrong way, but I don't want you to feel like this is a fate you can't escape. Thank you for keeping us grounded, Dr. Ling. There's nothing worse than that. Thanks again for stopping by, Sunny. Thank you, Dr. Ling. Or Professor Ling. I can't remember if she's a doctor. I think she's a doctor. Alright, so it looks like we have an update to the explore the ocean. So we have 20. It says the ocean is full of valuable kelp, ocean critters, and rare finds. You'll need to heal more coral and clear the sick roots to reach them. So yeah, we'll need to heal 20 of the coral sites before we can progress. And we've already done the 5 that we've worked on. I'm not going to pin that right now. I'm actually going to pin this one for Suki. So let's see if we can find her. Alright, so we're over at the inn. Let me see if I can give this to Suki. See if she wants that. Give turnip to complete quest. Yes. Thank you. Is that all she needed? Just the one? Okay. Oh, girl, you're going to use that to make a smoothie? I didn't even see that. I don't know, a turnip smoothie does not sound appetizing. But you know what? Who am I to judge? How do I know what a turnip smoothie tastes like? I'm sure it's delicious. Also, I did find a wasabi plant whilst traversing to the side of the island. But I also completely forgot to drop off the items I wanted to donate to the museum. So let me head back up toward the museum. Oh, let's go ahead and collect these violets. Let's head over to the museum again so I can make that donation to free up some inventory, and I think we should still make good time to go and explore the mine shaft a little bit. All right. Let's donate some items. Okay, so we've got the fire agate, purple crystal, the shadow puppet, whatever that is, gold earring, and a clay vessel. Nice. And look, they all show up here on these little podiums. Isn't that cute? Alright, so we'll head on over to the mine shaft, do a little bit of digging there. And then I think by the time we finish with that, it will be time to come back to the cottage. It looks like our little friend, the chieftain, is back, and he is in the cave, waiting for us. It says, "Waited you have, human. Thank you. Slept much I did after ceremony. Go see goddess. I hope you have." Well, we have. Goom goom, talk now we will. Okay. Night of full moon many, many seasons ago. Giants I did find, frozen here in cavern. Okay. Alive they are, but unable I am to free them. Powerful magic cast. Okay. Earth, water, wind, all here, but fire, not here. Suspicious, this is. Investigate I want further in each shaft, but strong barrier prevent me, cannot enter. Okay. But you, freely enter earth shaft I have seen. Clues of why giants frozen must be inside. If I go into shafts again, help me, will you, to investigate? If find anything I can sense, and will come here. You got it, buddy. I am here to help you. Let's check out what this quest says. It says, petrified giant, explore the earth shaft and find a way to free the earth giant. And we'll get 150 coins for just that. All right. You know, I think I will keep this pinned. So let's go ahead and head on into the earth shaft. Made it into the earth shaft. We're in level 5 right now of the mine, so I'm just going to do what I do in this mining thing. I don't think I found, no, let me go ahead and knock out these little critters, give them an old 1-2, and we'll have to try to locate the next entrance to level 6 of this cavern. Oh. Excellent. Alright, let me pick up this ginger root too. This will help with sustaining stamina, energy, etc. Also, I will say I was able to find some other stuff outside of the cavern, the mine. I mean, like, I found some daffodils, and I got a couple of mangosteen, which is a fruit that I can eat. So I think we should have enough stuff if in case Sunny's energy starts to get low. So that's good. Alright, so we've made it to level 6 of the mine shaft. I'm gonna go ahead and try to defeat this little caterpillar thing. I don't know what it is. And I think there's a few more. Yeah, there's a couple more. It's hard to navigate through these stones. Let me try to bust some of them up. But see, like I said, I could just come down here and collect the ore from earlier, it gave you the option if you wanted coins or ore, and yeah, it just makes more sense to get the money rather than that, because I think each ore has like 2 deposits of bronze or whatever that is. So there's really no sense in, collecting that as a reward when you can just go get it. Nice. Okay, and it looks like we've already opened up the entrance to level 7, so we'll go ahead and jump in. We're making pretty good time too, because it's only 3:30 p.m. and Sunny's health levels are pretty good. I'm gonna just go ahead and have her eat a couple of the mangosteens really quick. I'll have her eat this one too. I actually looked up what this fruit is. Apparently, I think it said it's like a cross between I think like a strawberry. I think someone described it as like a strawberry taste or like a plum or something like that. I was like, oh my gosh, sounds interesting. It sounds very interesting, and it looked really good. As far as the fruit in real life, looked really delicious. Okay. At this point, I mean, I'm fine with collecting some of the materials from down here, but I'm really just trying to get to the next level, level 10, because I think it goes in increments of 5. So like once you get to that level, it should save it so that when you come back into the mine, there we go, you can either go from like levels 1, 5, 10, etc. Does that make sense? So yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to open up the ability to traverse from levels 1 and 5 and 10 and stuff, so I don't have to go through this to try to find it. Nice. We'll go ahead and go into the entrance here. Only one more to go before we get to level 10, which is awesome. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to keep pushing forward, see if I can find that next entrance into the level 10. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. All right, let's go. All right, so we are officially in the level 10 portion of the cave, so it will save where this elevator entrance exit is. Let's go ahead and open up this magical looking chest. Oh no, our inventory is filled. I wonder if I can grab something. Yeah, let's eat the bread really quick just to get it out of our inventory. Nice. Okay, let's go over here. Looks like we got the Ring of Speed. What does that do exactly? Let's check out what that does. Ring of Speed. Just says increased tool use speed. Okay. The tool speed up time is now 30%. Okay, I like that. Sounds good to me. Okay, I think what we'll do, because it's already 6 p.m., I'm gonna have Sunny head back home so that we can get some stuff in the shopping bin. This is going to be the next entrance into level 11 of the mining shaft. I don't think there's anything else in this portion of the cavern, so we'll go ahead and head back up to the entrance. Yeah, go to entrance. And we'll head right on home, get this stuff sent off. Alright, so we made it back to our cottage. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of our crafting materials up so that I don't accidentally sell them. Let's see, let's put them in here. Okay, so we'll put the stone in there as well as the bronze ore, the coal, and I think that's it. I'll save the wasabi for the following day to offer at the temple, because that's one thing that we have to do. I think this is something, yeah, it's just loot. It's monster essence. It says, is it their insides or their soul? Don't know, but we'll save it and we'll put it in the shipping bin instead of offering it at the temple, because I don't think I had that altar unlocked yet anyway. The only thing I have in here so far are the violets. So I'm going to put the slime goop in there, as well as the monster essence and the daffodil that I found. What I'll do is I'll save the geodes that I found from doing the digging and such. I'll save these here so that I can get them processed at the blacksmith, and then I'll keep the ginger root as well as a form of like stamina and like just health resource basically. And then I'll have to at some point donate one of these wasabi plants to the temple. So that's good. We'll go ahead and hit the hay. Oh wait, there's a letter here. Let me get this really quick. It says, "Greetings, Sunny. Hey kid, I've noticed the elevator for the earth shaft now goes down to level 10. Yes, we did that. I'm aware it was your doing. Since you've shown yourself to be capable, here's a task. Defeat 30 monsters, then swing by our guild once the job is completed. Consider this your entrance exam. P.S. The guild is right beside my house. Happy hunting, Kira." Yeah, I do know where that is actually located. So let me go to our journal. I think what I'll do is I'm going to unpin the petrified giant task, and instead we're going to pin the entrance exam. It says Kira thinks you're capable to defeat monsters to pass the entrance exam. The question is, for what? So I'm going to save that, and that's something we'll work on the next time we're in this Let's Play. And then of course we are making progress in our museum expansion. So there is that to look forward to. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the hay. Do you want to go to sleep? Go to bed. Looks like our mining level increased, which is awesome. We got a couple of max health points as well as stamina and a skill point, which is fantastic. It looks like we've also unlocked some craftables, a rope, and a stone sign. Love it. Suki, we also got a heart with Suki. Obviously that was from dropping off the plants she requested. So our total earned for coins is 80. That's not great, but we did, we're able to make some progress in the mine as well as open up a new quest. So love that. It is officially Monday, the 15th day of spring, and I think this will be a fantastic stopping point for our Let's Play. Alright everyone, with that being said, I think I'm going to call it a video. Let me know if y'all are enjoying this Let's Play series. I know I've been enjoying playing Coral Island. I think it's really fun farming sim with, to me, more options than just your standard farming as far as exploration goes and quests and things to do, and I really enjoy the characters as well. I love the art style in this game. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, maybe even subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. Last month rather, in October, y'all really came through helping me reach a goal of 300 subscribers to the channel, and I appreciate it. Maybe we can make it to 350, who knows. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.